One of the projects that the county has been supporting is the Button Farm rebuild. Can you speak to that?
It's a terrific project, and it is largely driven by volunteers. I mean, Tony, one weekend after another, there's whole bunches of folks like the students that I work with that go out there, and while of course some of the fine work of restoring an old house is going to be done by professionals, but the bulk of the work done in this beautiful project is done by volunteers.
I'm Aaliyah. I'm here because I think that community service is a really great thing to do. I'm Taylor Geyer, and I'm here to help make the farm a better place.
Today I'm here with Anthony Cohen from the Button Farm Living Foundation. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
So tell us a little bit about your role and about Button Farm.
Yes, I'm president of the Button Farm Living History Center, which is in Germantown, Maryland. We're a hands-on history center, kind of in the style of colonial Williamsburg, but our period of history is 1850s plantation life in Maryland. So we operate a living, working, everyday run-of-the-mill farm that has a historical bent.
When people come to visit your farm, do they just visit? Do you put them to work? Define hands-on.
Yes, that's a great question. We do a number of different programs. We do educational programs, and so when school groups come out during the week, the bus pulls up, the kids get out, we put hose in their hands, and we send them in the fields working.
Okay. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the history of the farm. What are some important historical events that happen there?
Button Farm sits inside of Seneca Creek State Park, which is a 6,000-acre park. The farm itself has its origins in the 1700s and was occupied by multiple generations through the 1980s.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So when you talk about the history of the farm and you say that you're using the 1850s right now as the time frame where you're running the farm out of. So what are some events that happened during that time frame, and what made you choose that time frame right now?
That's a great question. 1850s is our time frame because that's a period of history that encompasses American slavery, the Underground Railroad, and also moves close to the time of the Civil War and emancipation. So it's a time period for our state, our county, and the nation in general where we have a lot of information through historical documents, firsthand accounts that we're able to use to kind of bring that history alive. Our chief goal is to get the Underground Railroad immersion experience up and running. We've been very fortunate because once we settled on Button Farm, it was a very short time before the community discovered we were there. And we, I guess, originally thought, we'd raise the money, we'd fix up the farm, and then open the doors to the public. But the public wasn't having that. They wanted to be part of the expansion and the development and the growth of the farm. So we really brought in the public early on to help us clear the site. The public through other nonprofits, through civic groups and corporations helped us raise the money to do the restoration of the farm. And we've actually started not only our programs but the regular day-to-day maintenance of the farm through volunteers. which has turned out to be our greatest resource.
So tell me a little bit about the dedication of the farm.
Yes, last year we did the groundbreaking of the restoration for the farm. We have a number of historic buildings that have begun to go under restoration.
And I understand that at Make a Difference Day, you had a large group of volunteers that came out. Tell me a little bit about what they did and what are some of the events that they attended during that day.
Yeah, absolutely. They came out and harvesting produce that went to our food shelters and whatnot, to beautifying the farm, working with animals, everything from painting projects to construction, just a whole variety. We had a little bit of everything for everyone. So
That sounds like a great opportunity.
it is, and it's a way for people not only to connect with the farm, but to the land and the community at large. It's pretty great.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is Carrie Keenan with Anthony Cohen with Button Farm. Thank you for watching Travel Television.